You're watching Duncan Creek Outdoors, and today we're going to show you how to stretch a beaver. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to all our new subscribers we're getting. Get down there next.
Here's the start of your beaver pinning process. You always got to start with the center of the nose right there. I mean, it's just so basic. You know, you got to start there. And then you go right down to the center of the butt or the back. Technically the tail, but there is no tail left anymore. We chopped that off in the last video, so. And then you give it a tap and get it in the hide, and then you're going to pull it and give it a fair stretch till it's tight, but you don't want to tear the hide either. So you got your first two pins in, just a straight line. Then you're going to find the center of the beaver and go out to the side, like what Connor's doing right now. Tap it in, and you're going to do the same to the other side. And you're basically making a kite, if you know what I'm saying. You want to make each pin as symmetrical as possible. So in the end, it'll end up looking like that. But just stay tuned and watch, and you'll see how the whole process works. And then for your fifth pinning, you're going to go right by the rear feet. So then you can have an eyeball where to put the other side. So if you're close to the foot on the left side, you're going to be close to the foot on the right side. All right, we got a total of 8 pins in now, and this is your rough dimensions. You want it as symmetrical as possible, so you don't got a wonky beaver. It don't look right when you got an oblong beaver. And it'll go a lot faster if you got 2 people pinning and pulling, but you got to make sure they're doing the same thing at the same time, so it all looks the same. And right now, this beaver is actually looking pretty good. Trust me, I know, it looks pretty good. But when you're pulling and stretching, you don't want to pull too far, because, I mean, them beavers' hides, they're sensitive. They can get touchy. And if you pull too hard, you're going to pull and it's going to tear. So when you pull, you want to pull a little bit. And then if you want to pull even more, put a pin beside that and then pull the other pin farther back. They're pinning out the face up there right now, stretching it a bit more. And basically, you're just pinning and pulling the rest of this beaver at the moment. A change in development here. So currently, we stopped and took a look before we fully pinned out, and we found out that this side had a bit more stretch to it. So they both pulled out a few and then realigned it, so now it looks even more symmetrical. Because in the end, you're going to want about a pin every 1 inch, even closer if possible. And then now it's looking pretty good, I'd say. So back to your beautiful time lapse, folks. All right, we're back, and these two have made some progress. They've got a pin close to an inch, or 1.5 every spot. And by the looks of it, this beaver's looking pretty good. I mean, folks, if you want to see a good beaver, this is a good beaver. These guys got it all pinned out, and it's looking nice. But you know what they haven't done yet? They need to clean up all this fat off it, like Connor's doing right now. Whole beaver's got to look nice and clean. So Connor's working with a scraping knife, basically. Beaver skinning knife is what Caleb says they are. I'm going to call them the Scraper 9000. And you got Caleb over here with the Scraper 2000 because, you know, it takes two hands to work that one. Connor's knife is used for more delicate stuff up by the head because there's a bit more meat up there. And then Caleb's knife, you get all the fat off and it gets nice and clean like that. But you're going to pin out the feet. But the first thing is you got to clean off all the fat and then you can pin off the feet. Right, guys?
Yep.
And you don't want to scrape too hard or cut through on this because if you cut, it might give a darn good pull on it and it might stretch to a massive extent. So just be careful, but just go ham on it because it's going to take a while if you just be delicate with it. Connor's getting that head nice and cleaned up. And then they'll end up looking like this after a day. And if you want to see a beaver stretching video like that Connor skinned and fleshed that one like a coyote, and we put it on a stretching board instead of pinning it. Because we wanted to tan that one and get it all pretty because it's got a very beautiful white X on its chest. And 3, 2, 1, time lapse. And one more thing, folks, before we end this video, is I recommend using gloves, any type of gloves, preferably small, thin latex rubber gloves like this right here. These get the job done real well. I mean, you can always use big, thick rubber, but the more dexterity, the better on these beavers. All right, this is what a properly scraped out, pinned beaver looks like. Got as much fat and meat off as possible. And now once that is done, you can put 3 nails on where the feet were. Pull the inside to the outside. And bam. That's how she looks. Two feet left, and then this video is about over then, folks. Last one, man. Bam. Now that is a stretched and pinned beaver. I mean, holy cow, man. That took some time. Thanks for watching another Dunn Creek Outdoors video. Make sure to like and subscribe. thanks to all these new subscribers. Please subscribe so we can reach our new goal of 1,000 subscribers. We may do something special at 200. I mean, it could be eating beaver. You never know. But hashtag God, and stay tuned for the next vid.